Isn't it clear I don't give a do it again. That's your boy.
What's up, YouTube? I'm back in another video. It's like 6, I think. Let me check. Let me see. Well, it's 7:05 a.m. And today I'm gonna show y'all how to make finger coils. Not to translate, how to make finger coils, like, or how to twist your hair up. So this is pre-twisted already. I took it out because my hair got wet and it was itchy, so I had to rewash it again. So I took it all out, and it looks like this already. So first thing you gotta do is, see, thing is, don't always pick your hair out. If you always pick your hair out, your hair will never ever grow. That's why this pick right here, I leave it right here in the bathroom. The only thing, like before when I was growing my hair out, the only thing I used to do was just pick out my sides, and now it's like my sides, because like you see how it's all flattened down, and even my back, it's all flattened because you go to sleep. So I'll just come in there and pick it out. Alright, so I'll see y'all after my hair is all picked out. I look crazy, but like I said, all right, I'm back. It took me like probably about I don't even know how many minutes it took me, but I picked it all out. My hair is long because of this quarantine, but this is like my real actual hair length. Like, imagine right now if I had an afro film. Like, oh my gosh, it'll be crazy long. But I'm gonna post this video after my animation because I gotta get that finished up. I'm not trying to become a hair tutorial person, but I'm just at my hairline kind of look straight. And normally when I go, like, we start getting a haircut, like, I'll be having hair growing like all down there. I guess it kind of stops. I don't know why. Shoot, I'm thankful though to God, because that stuff used to make me look ugly. So the next thing that I do is I always got like 3 rubber bands. It depends on how good you are, but since if this is your first time, my first time it was horrible, but if this is your first time, you need a couple rubber bands. I would say get like thick ones, like not thin ones like these ones, but try to get like super thick rubber bands, like this thick. You can get them this thick, perfect. So for me, what I do is I half them up with my hair, completely half in the way. I find that line right there, and that line right there is very, very, very important in your head, because that right there is gonna help you with your hair. So for me, what I do is I go on ahead, I take this whole side right here, and I put it in like a mini pony like bun thing, kind of like that, pretty much. But I'm messing it up. Let me just do it the normal way. I just do this. I take this rubber band and then bam, I section it off. Now see, that's the thing about it. That rubber band normally isn't long enough to take. Wait, hold up. You could probably do a little more than that. Let me see. Alright. Bam. There you go. That's a huge chunk right there. See, that's what I do. And I take this one and I go on ahead and I go from this middle part and I try to get as much as I can, but not too much. And bam. And normally I don't need the third one. I just use 2. But see, like, I be having hairs that hasn't been completely picked out, so I just go on ahead, take my hands through it, bam. And then what you do is you take it from the top and then you pick it out. And it has to be wet, because you shouldn't be picking out your hair unless if you're doing like what I said in the morning, that's different. And you take your hair, right? You take the piece of hair, or like you pick out from the top and then you go down. See, eventually it'll become looser and you'll have a whole less. This is the amount, like some of it. If I were to pick it out like with nothing in it, it probably would have been like a huge hairball chunk of hair that's out. So this is what I do next, right? Now since I picked it all out and it's all now completely freed up, I go ahead and do this. Now I'm still gonna use the pick. Alright, so the first thing I do is I go on ahead, I weten it, because see, the thing is, this takes me about like 3 hours. Like if I do this the proper way, this right here, like all of this will take me about 3 hours, alright? Because the back is the most difficult. And I go on ahead and I take the pick out again so then I can pick it all out to make sure that there's nothing in there. See, the thing is, I have this towel so my head or my face doesn't get wet. And when you're twisting up your hair, you always, always, don't ever forget this, bro. Like, always remember, just go on ahead, spray everywhere, and come with the towel, wipe, and after that, you try to get it all poofed up. All right. After you do that, then you're good now. Then this is what you do next. Now, see, the thing is, I put mine in the, I put some, get some gel. I don't know what type of gel you use, but for me, I take my gel and I put it inside this container right here. You know how YouTubers, they be doing that? That's what I'm playing, I'm stop. But I'm doing that. I put it like a whole bunch. I'm kind of low. I'm gonna get some more. And this is what I do. I go on ahead and take about like that much. But normally, I try to get a little more to make sure that's in place. Because even though my hair is long, don't use too much though. Because if you do, your hair's gonna feel like so thick. Like when you run your hands through your hair, when you put on a do-rag at night, like don't forget this. Before you, like, after you're done, leave your hair alone. Don't go to your bed and fall asleep because it's gonna get messed up. Don't do nothing to your hair. Just leave it alone and wait until it dries up. Like even if it takes like, it's gonna take maybe 2 hours, 3 hours. But normally I just wait for the whole day before I put on a do-rag. And this is what I'll do. So I go here, go on ahead. I take this piece of hair out, right? And if I want more, I'm gonna go on ahead and get some more. Because I want this one to be kind of thick. But at the same time, I don't want it to be too thick. And see, the thing is, there's a normal way of doing finger coils like that. See, first thing I do is that. So I can see how long and what it look like. See that right there? That's not good enough to me. This is for if you want dreads, alright? Like if you want to get dreads, but you don't want to pay to go get it done, your hair done, or if you just want to do your hair yourself, this is the best way. Because I do my own hair personally because I personally feel like if I were to go do it with somebody else doing it for me, they're gonna mess me up. Like I know they're not gonna mess me up, but there's a certain way how I want mine to look. So I go on ahead, I take it and I twist it up, right? Hold up. So you take it, but let me redo this again so y'all can see. So you take your hair, right? You know what I'm saying? You take a good amount of hair, how much you want to take, and then you take your finger, and then bam. You take one finger, you do that, and you do that. And then bam, you see that? That's a finger coil. Now see, normally you can let it go like that, but for me, if you want to get dreads, now if it's just the normal way, you can go on ahead, leave it alone, right? And let it be loose. But if you want to get dreads, go on ahead, push your hair back, because see, the thing is, when you do this, you got to make sure that none of your other hairs are in the way, because there's different patches in certain places in your hair that has different parts. And trust me, if you don't do it, then you go on ahead, you put the gel in, right? And bam, there you go. You see how I'm doing it? And see, the thing is, I normally do it with one finger, but I'm just trying to make sure that all y'all can see. I'm gonna take my gel, right? And I put it all the way from right here, and I'll run it through there. So with it, after that, I'll go on ahead, run it right through my hair. You see how I barely used any? That's because my hair is at a certain length. I'll put up a picture after this, but see, I go on ahead, you get it as tight as you possibly can, but don't do it too tight, because then you don't want to have it to where your hair look like that and it's all sticking up. And if it looks like that after you're done, it's a little too long. I see, that's a finger coil. You see that right there? That's a tightened finger coil. I'll say that. A very tightened one. Tightened it up a lot. Like very, 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 very tight one. See, the thing is, normally I like to add extra gel, but not too much, alright? So then, bam, I'm going to come in there and I'm going to, see that? See that right there? You got to put that all up right to your roots. You got to make sure that root's tight, because if you don't have super long hair, it's going to be messed up. Trust me. It's going to be very, very, very messed up. So I come in there to do it again. And this is for if you want to get dreads. If you want this type of style, because there's different type of dreads. You can do two-strand twist, let that grow. I don't know about two-strand twist, but you can do finger coils. You can go get it professionally done. You can do this way. Or there's a rip and twist. That's for, I really don't support with white people having dreads, because this is not really something that they should be doing. This is more of an African black thing, because this is what our heritage is. You know, y'all can do your own research, but pretty much that's just my opinion. I personally feel like only black people, we're the only ones who should be rocking our heritage, because there's people who have different type of dreads, and it's a whole bunch of stuff. Like they be saying they have dreads for. It's like a superior, like you know, like how they have the villages and stuff like a long, long time ago, and they had like people who would be at like a certain level, and they would have like certain type of dreads, or like Native Americans, because I'm part Native American myself. That like the chief would wear his hair differently compared to everybody else. That's pretty much what I'm trying to say. That's what it is for. And then after that, bam, I'm done. And notice how it's not super super tight, but at the same time, it doesn't look like a complete finger coil, because I like to make sure that it's 100% tight. And sometimes, see, that's the way how I like it. Make sure it's super super tight, so it doesn't look like one. So it can look more like dreads. And bam, see that? There you go. That's how you do a finger coil. I'm gonna come right back once I'm done. It's right now 7:31, because even to pick out, that took me 30 minutes, 20 minutes. I'll be right back. This is the finished product. I don't like it that much compared to like the last time I did it. It's now 11 o'clock, so like it kind of took me. It took me 3 hours to do it, right? But I wanted to spend an extra 30 minutes like on this side right here. It may not look that good. I don't know yet, but I'm gonna come in there. I'm gonna fix these up. Cause like this side right here took me a while, and like all these up here. I don't know if the camera can catch it. Bam. Oops. I'll come back in a couple. Well, let me show you. See, it's 11:03 now. I'm gonna come back in a couple, not hours, well, not minutes. Well, for y'all, it was like a couple minutes. For me, this was like 3-4 hours, man. It took me way too damn long just to do my hair. I'm gonna come back when it's all dried up so I can show y'all what it looks like. Peace. Why, hello there. Let me stop. But that video that y'all just saw was like from 2 months ago, I think, or a month ago. The next video y'all see, it'll be like how my dreads, like how actually long they are. Because that video was filmed, I forgot, I can't remember. That was like probably before my animation video, so peace.